Hello, Pokemon Go trainers. We have very exciting news for the brand new Fashion Week taken over. So we're getting a Fashion Week event, and we're getting a Team Rocket takeover event to take over part of it. From January 15th, 12 a.m. to January 19th, 8 p.m. local time, we're going to be getting the release of Shadow Palkia. Going to get a new research for Giovanni Radar. Gonna be able to get a Palkia after defeating Giovanni, which is fantastic. And we are getting some new Pokemon for 2025 again. We got Fido release, which is cool. And now Strudel, which becomes Grafaiai, which is pretty cool. Poison type Pokemon. Curious to see how good it will be in Go Battle League, potentially. Definitely can be a decent Pokemon, maybe. But unfortunately, it's going to be egg-locked. Niantic is being Team Rocket, being stingy, and I mean, great on them to give us Shadow Palkia, definitely a very strong Pokemon. Although Origin Palkia is generally going to be a better investment, it does cost extra Stardust and candy to build Shadow Pokemon, but regular Shadow Palkia definitely going to be very strong dragon. Now, it cannot learn Spatial Rend, it's Aqua Tail Draco Meteor, but it's still a very strong dragon type, and getting that extra damage bonus can be very nice. And I hope this means we get Shadow Dialga for next season. If we're getting Shadow Palkia, hopefully we get Dialga to follow, maybe Giratina after, but also Niantic did not complete the trio of Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza. Still yet to get Rayquaza. Maybe in the summer, though, we'll complete that trio. And we're going to have some collection challenges and surprise encounters. Now we're going to get a new rotation of 1-star raids for 1 and 3-star raids for Shadows. The Nidoran male and female. That's fine. Shadow Totodile and Shadow Waltz, those are good 1-star raid Pokemon. Of course, we are going to be losing Shadow Waltz from Sierra, which is fine. At least there's a way to guarantee Shadow Waltz encounters. 3-star, Shadow Electabuzz is actually not a bad thing to raid for. And ground types, well, 3-star Shadow raids may be very difficult. Ground type's a very nice type to have to counter Shadow raids, because Electric does nothing, especially with Primal Groudon. Shadow Wobbuffet is going to be very tricky, but definitely, maybe it's something you want. Shadow Magmar can be an okay thing to do. But new Shadow Pokemon. So we're getting Tailo, Trubbish, Bunnelby, and the Unovan Stardust, Shadow Snivy, Tepig, and Oshawott. Shadow Superior is actually going to be really nice. It's a real solid Pokemon. Now, I will lose bulk, but extra damage. You get a good Shadow Snivy. Man, the damage from the Superior is going to do with Shadow Frenzy Plant. That's going to be power. Now, Bunnelby, I did recently build a Diggersby. It's very common in Great League. It is something that ideally you get a nice spread so you can 50 it for Great League, and it is a tank. Now, Bastion's one example of a Shadow Pokemon where losing the bulk, because it's such a strong feature for getting a bit of extra damage, may not be handy, may not be more ideal. But also, if you're looking for a good Bunnelby, maybe you get a good Shadow that you could purify it. But, yeah, also getting just nice to get some other new Shadow Pokemon. I'm excited for Tailo and Trubbish. That'll be fun. Of course, special research for the Palkia. Gonna have field research tasks for the mysterious components, fast TMs, and charge TMs. I know lots of trainers definitely hurting for charge TMs, especially if you don't do a ton of raiding and do a ton of Go Battling, Go GBL. Now we are also getting a Ho-Oh Shadow Raid Day. January 19th, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. local time. That's a Sunday. We're getting a raid day for Shadow Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh is a really good fire type in Master League. A very strong fire type just for PvE in general. I mean, the shadow damage is amazing. It is a possible duo, I think, with Purified Gems. But of course, more the merrier. Now, I mean, if you don't have the players for Shadow Legend raids, well, that's just tough reality. We will get the usual 5 extra passes for the day, so you can save one from the day before, and you can spend 7 for the day, so you can be prepared to do 8 raids. Increased shiny chance for Ho-Oh, but actually, we're gonna also be able to TM Sacred Fire, the Legacy Fire move on Ho-Oh. That's amazing. That's really handy. Unless that is a mistake by Niantic. Sacred Fire is a real nice fire type charge attack with a roughly 33% chance to drop attack. Definitely a very handy move. So even if you are not going to be able to do any raids, I mean, if you don't have Sacred Fire on your Ho-Ohs, maybe a good time. Well, it'll be a good time to TM. Because saving a lead charge TM when you can use a regular TM, if you do have regular TMs to spare, even then, if you're running low, it's better than using an elite charge TM. Now there will also be an event ticket. Should be about $4.99 USD or equivalent currency to get an additional 8 passes you can get during the raid day. Increased chance to get rare candy XL from raid battles. From experience of past events, it's usually around 50% rate. Every other, I mean, it's possible to get 2 XLs from one raid. So it could average out like around 50%. I mean, RNG is RNG. They can be definitely unlucky for some. But I've definitely had success from most raid days, around 50%. Extra XP and extra starters from raid battles, definitely helpful resources to add up. But of course, if you're going to not do that many raids, may not be worth it for you. But definitely excited for the return of the Shadow Legendary. Good luck, trainers. I hope you can get good IVs for the new Shadow Palkia, Shadow Ho-Oh raids, the new Grafai, the Schnoodle. Unfortunately, only egg locked. It is what it is. Niantic can only be so nice at times. They can only give us so many new Pokemon spawning in the wild. But good luck. Get some nice new Shadow Pokemon. Definitely very stoked for the Snivy. Big fan of Superior. It's very fun. Hopefully I can get some good luck for PvP IVs. But thanks for watching and goodbye.